welcome back to the Forgotten Horror Podcast. I am Roy Walker, and my handsome, stunning bastard of a friend here is Dustin G.
Or Dusty Bin. I'll be Dusty Bin.
Yeah.
See it. If you say what you see. If you see it, say it.
Roy Walker and Larry Grayson. That was for Colin Murdy. Colin Murdy commented on the Psycho video, and he said he was in stitches at the beginning. He said, "Fucking Bruce Forsyth." Larry Grayson and Roy Walker. So for Colin Murdy, that's it.
You see it, say it.
Oh God, no, don't. No. What's going on? What's going on there?
He just said I can't find any. It was.
He needs sacking, ladies and gentlemen. That's our producer trying to get us some decent gigs, but he's called up saying he can't find any. So
Facebook, it's fucking bugging me now.
No, we're gonna have to fire him. This is it. Our producer now, he's just telling Auntie can't get us no better gigs.
Yeah.
So that's all the money we put into this production, folks. So anyway,
before we can crack on with VHS covers, fuck you now.
What is this?
Doesn't go back to that. Oh, fuck off then, you twat.
We're gonna have to fire him. He's not doing it. He's not doing his job. What we're paying him for. Sorry, Anthony.
So quick shout out, but just fucking what you call it. Just want to say I've got a spare ticket for the Love of Horror on the 11th of November, which is a Saturday. If anyone's interested, not sure how you'd get hold of me. Maybe go on my Instagram. I don't use it that much anymore, but I'll answer you if thingy, but I'll leave a comment down here and we can work something out. I can post it out to you. So that's the Saturday, the 11th of November. So 3 weeks tomorrow. Or should it be 3 weeks today if you're watching it by the time this comes out? So
yeah.
Saturday only. And I've only got the one ticket. So if anyone's interested, let us know. That's it. Thought hopefully rather than waste a ticket. So
public service announcement, Auntie. Well, very well put. Yeah, Me and Ant are going for the Love of Horror, and we have a spare ticket. But anybody if someone would like to go on the Saturday, or they know people who are going and they couldn't get a ticket themselves, contact Ant, leave a comment or whatever. Contact one of us and. We'll work. Ant will get the message one way or the other. So, yeah. So, thanks for that, Anthony. Tonight we are going to go back in time a little bit. We're doing a bit of trying to mix it up a little bit on this channel, because we do that from time to time. We put our heads together, which is never good for a lot of people. But we put our heads together. We come up with the video, our favorite VHS covers from back in the day. I'm talking way back when, and then we'll progress into our favorite video covers or DVD covers as the night goes on. Because I'm sure it's not going to be a quick 5-minute video, because everybody's got covers of and memories and VHSs that they love. So please join us and join in and give us some feedback of what covers you. If we don't show ones that you like, let us know in the box below. That big space that's normally empty. So we're going to kick it off, are we, Anthony? What are you going to show us first?
Well, I was going to get these used up because I already showed them on the last video, and some of these I've actually shown before. But I was like, should I bother or should I not? But I thought, yeah, because they are the like a lot of these I'm showing. I remember them in the video shop, going in the 80s and seeing them, and it's these two. I'll show them both together just to get rid of them. It's these two covers stood out so much. I never rented them though. At the time, it was only still like a few years later in the early 90s when I actually managed to watch them. But I was always drawn to these two covers. They always stood out. I never remember seeing the first one. And then obviously the fourth one didn't come out till 1990, so it was after these. But they always stood out for some reason. I don't know what it was, but I really like them. I like, like the thing with his mother in the window, the window there. But yeah, just like get them out of the way. Get rid of them first, because like I said, I have shown them on the other one, but they always seem to stand out a lot. So
yeah, they are classic covers, aren't they?
Yeah.
You can't knock a good VHS cover, especially from back in the day. I'm privileged to say the least to still own some of the ones. A lot of the ones that I remembered. I'm not showing all my VHS covers off or anything because we're here all night, all week. But I'm just showing the ones that I really remember as vividly. And there's still quite a lot of them, so I'll just go from the top. There's fucking piles there. And the very first one, showing it the other week, the Bogeyman. That cover on the VHS, an absolute haunting image. Anybody back in 1980, 81, back in the VHS days, will remember that. And I remember walking in there to the video shop with my mum and dad, or mainly my dad, and looking round at all the videos, and instantly I was always drew to the horror covers. I obviously there was other ones that I like, but things like this, the Bogeyman with the priest with the blood, and you think, what the fuck, you know what I mean? But yeah, that was one.
I don't remember seeing it.
Oh, mate, I tell you. Well, it got banned, didn't it? So you wouldn't have thought it till the late 90s when they started coming out. So, do you want to show another one, or do you want me to rattle a few off?
I want to get rid of this one as well.
There it is, dolls, yeah.
This fucking thing had me up all night for fucking years. It's a good cover anyway, but it just stood out. I believe Matthew shown one on his, and the New Zealand one. Australian.
Oh, Matthew Binney, yeah.
It's a similar cover, but it's got lasers coming out of the eyes, and I thought, that's a bit fucking stupid, isn't it? But anyway, that's another good one. I always remember. Fucking horrible. But anyway, I've already spoken about that in another vid, so I just want to get rid of some of these. I think I've seen fucking show most of them actually, but anyway, go on. Next.
This is one that I always remember. This is one of the earliest video covers I remember walking to the video show and being awestruck by it. Zombie Lake. Oh my God, this cover had me so captured. It had me so, what is that? What is that? You know what I mean? Absolutely. The Nazi soldiers coming out of the lake. Unbelievable. And that cover, yeah, I had that cover on my mind for a long, long time. And funny enough, my sister and her friends, this wasn't one of them that they rented straight away. So I never got to see the film, but I remember the cover, you know what I mean? But that, yeah, Zombie Lake, and I still love this great film to this day. It's brilliant. Brilliant. So that was Zombie Lake. Zombie Lake.
Next. I'm gonna save that one. I don't own, well, these go in hand in hand, but I don't own the first one anymore. And Fright Night. But I do own the second one on Blu-ray, so that'll have to do. I think everyone knows what fucking the first Fright Night looks like. But I like both of them, Fright Night 1 and 2.
Yeah.
I don't know what it is. There's something about it. Which I'll briefly go into another one that always reminds me similar. Return of the Living Dead Part 2. That's another one that I really like.
Yeah, it's a similar cover to that, isn't it? With the face, the ghost of that, and
the town,
the clouds and that, yeah.
But yeah, great. Good film. I might watch that a lot. I actually prefer the second one over the first. So
yeah. Right, I'll get this one out because this was a last minute addition, and it is the classic Texas Chainsaw Massacre. For years, for absolute years, I got this cover mixed up with the Driller Killer. Even though the writing's on it, I always thought that this image was the Driller Killer. Because when you think about Leatherface now, he's not that skinny. You know, and yeah, so the classic Texas Chainsaw Massacre. Always thought that was the drill. Whenever everybody mentioned Driller Killer, I always thought of this cover. That was another one.
Yeah. Oh wow. Another one, which is a brilliant film, and it always stood out. It's not a video; it's a Blu-ray again, but Waxwork.
Oh yeah, yeah.
This is a really good film if people haven't seen it. But the VHS cover is pretty much similar, apart from the thing. So,
and I actually watched Waxwork too because there's a Dawn of the Dead part in it where they go back through the thing and they're going back through the mall, and there's zombies in Waxwork too. They jump through the thing, which I thought was hilarious back in the day. Waxwork was a good and really good film. Oh, here's another one. Now this one, this is when you remember when I said ages ago on one of our other podcasts that sometimes you could almost smell the video covers. This is one of them. The original Cannibal. Maybe it's because they're eating some sort of joint there. And you just, yeah. Cannibal. And that is another film that, I remember walking in and seeing this. Thinking, holy fuck. My mum, God bless you, was trying to rent me Superman. Christopher Reeve, Superman. And I'm looking at this shit. Thinking that's what I want to see. You know what I mean? Oh yeah, that Cannibal.
Look at Superman. It is Superman getting eaten.
Yeah, that was what was left of his legs.
Another good one I really like. What stood out a lot.
Yeah.
I mean, it's simple, and I suppose to today's standards, a bit boring. But I like the fact how a ponytail's made into a noose.
Yeah,
just
a knife behind the back. Yeah,
good film as well. Really good film.
Yeah, it's like a Friday the 13th homage, isn't it?
It's 15 now, though, not an 18.
Yeah,
like most things.
All right, back to it, my friend. Back to it. This is another one. Zombies creeping flesh. Oh my word! Look at that. Honest to God, it was probably glorious memories of this one. This film. You're watching it, and it was hideously cut on VHS. This is the preset, obviously. It was hideously cut, but the film itself, it starts showing it. I think it stole it stole bits of other films, like documentaries, like African voodoo, African tribes, and they just inserted it. And because you watch it, and the fucking tone of the film changes. I'm like, what is it? What's this got to do with a zombie outbreak? Anyway, it's and it even had musing by Goblin, the same ones that. The same people that did the classic Dawn of the Dead soundtrack. And they've got some of the Dawn of the Dead soundtrack. And it's obviously a Dawn of the Dead ripoff with the four so-called special forces guy trying to help you. It just goes tits up, doesn't it? It just goes tits up, and the bad guys win. No one wins. Just goes tits up. But a classic cover. I always remembered that. And when I saw that, I thought that was a woman in the bath. I don't know why, but I thought there was a woman in the bath and a werewolf. So you know what? You know, I was 8, so I mean, I can be forgiven.
United Colours of Benetton.
What's that?
The United Colours of Benetton.
Yeah.
I've written a few down that I don't own, so I'm just going to get these out of the way. So Gremlins. Which is where he's got the box holding the box.
Oh yeah.
Little gizmos coming out of the box, these are little hands. The Omen. I like that because I like the where the kid stood there, then it's like the shadows, a wolf. That's cool. I like that.
I have got that, bro. I'd have to climb up to the fucking heavens to get it down.
The Changeling.
Yeah, it's another good one. The VT2, the wheelchair, isn't it? Is that the wheelchair?
Yeah, and then it's got a bit like the Omen, really. It's got like the shadow.
That's good one. Gold box, VTC, good one.
The other ones, every fucker knows what this looks like. It's actually The Exorcist.
Oh yeah.
I quite like it. I like it for some reason. I don't like some of these I've not seen until years later, but yeah. It's a good
classic film.
Just a film. Just a shame the film shit.
I think it's a bit better than what's in the cinema at the moment, though.
Yeah. I really like as well. You got it behind your screen. The first Scream video.
Oh yeah.
Something about that as well.
Yeah, it's a good box, isn't it? It's a good poster. Now then.
Jewellery. Can I fix it for you?
We have to watch ourselves here.
Dear Jim, can you fix it for me to see Boyzo? No, but I can let you stay at my house for the night. Jewellery. Go on, carry on.
Fucking hell. Yeah.
Go 5-star. Can't do that, but I can go and show you how cheese is made. How's about that then?
Come and sit on my knee, little boy. Yeah. And give you a Jim will fix it badge. Right. Cannibal Holocaust, that cover again. For some reason I thought it was a woman eating a bacon butty or something when I saw it in the video shop. I remember suggesting to me dad once, I thought, should we watch that one? And he was horrified. No, we're not watching that. Not watching that show. We're not watching that. All right, why not? Well, yes. Why not indeed? But yeah, Cannibal Holocaust. Superb film. Fucking hell. As he breaks it. Yeah, superb film. On the Go Entertainment. That's another classic cover. Antoine.
I fucking love this cover. And I've mentioned it, I can't remember, one of our previous videos or somewhere. I actually think it's better than the red one. But I remember seeing this on the video shop every time I walked in. Fucking, I've watched this more times than fucking people I've had at hot dinners. But
oh yeah, that's the best cover. That without shadow of a doubt, that's the best cover.
I don't know why they changed it.
Stupid. Because that was the cover, wasn't it? That was the cover.
I believe the red one's the official American cover, and then we got it like years later on DVD and that. But that's fucking awesome. That
best one.
Yeah. So
that's quite hard to come by now as well, that mate.
Yeah. Well, that won't be leaving my fucking bars. So.
No, it come from a well-loved family. That did.
Yeah. So yeah, I got rid of mine fucking years ago, like a dick. But anyway,
hard to come by now. The extra rental of that. Here we go, another one. Demi Moore. Mm-hmm. I always remember seeing that on the cover, and I was like, "Ooh!" For obvious reasons, I have no idea what it was, but just that on the cover, I thought, "Oh, right, okay." And this one must be worth a bit of a mint now because it's still in its original box and in pretty damn good condition. So yeah, I Spit on Your Grave, or Day of the Woman, as it was originally known.
You should put, for a laugh, you should go on eBay, get all your videos, get a photo, and just put them all on in one bundle and just see how much people would offer for them.
Oh, fucking hell! No, because that'd be a twat thing to do, wouldn't it?
Yeah. People do.
Oh, yeah. But I wouldn't part with them, mate. I wouldn't part with them up for all the money in the world, mate, because the memories are attached to them. Because these are the ones. These are the real deal, mate. You know, these are the ones from the back in the day.
Cool. I might as well show these next three together. And I grabbed this out because I wanted to show off, because it's something that people haven't got.
Yeah.
The book on Halloween. But
yeah. Is that Richard Curtis?
Yeah, but that cover's awesome. But if anyone's not read this, if they can find it somewhere cheap, read it. It's awesome.
It's just been reprinted. It's just been republished, hasn't it?
Has it?
Yeah, it's just been republished, so you could probably pick it up for a reasonable price.
Yeah. Well, this is 1981.
Well, all them collectors now with the old stuff like that, they'll be kicking the cats and everything because they just reprinted it and it's available in most good bookshops.
I'd rather have this copy because.
Oh yeah.
It's old. 85 pence UK. 85 pence.
Yeah.
And then, but this is my favourite Halloween cover.
Yeah, mine too.
So I like that. I like the pumpkin. That was the other one that stood out in the video shop. And the other one later on, a few years later, even though the mask looked nothing like it, but
Halloween 4 is still a good cover, isn't it?
I like it's like I said, I like the house in the background. It's just fucking something about it I really like. So,
yeah, I mean, VHS covers were all the rage back in the day. You know,
this was Legend. Legend released it, so I think it was the first sell-through release of it.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's them three. So what else you got?
Yeah. Anybody remember this one out there? Anybody over the age of 40? Honeymoon Horror.
Never got released since.
No.
Anyway, I don't think.
No, it didn't. It's not been released. No. I always got this mixed up with Jason because one of my sister's friends said the killer in this is Jason. The killer in this is Jason. And it's not. It's a jilted boyfriend or husband. So why kill all the women? Well, because they're all married. So honeymoon horror. Badly disfigured, but that's a classic, and it's probably well, from what I remember, it wasn't the best one, but classic, right? Honeymoon Horror.
Yeah, I've never seen it. I know about it, but I've never seen it. Get these out of the way. Let me quickly. Yeah, these. I don't remember seeing these in the video shop till fucking hell, years later. Like years later. But I'm just going to show you a few anyway. They're my favourites. I'm not taking out the packet. Fades are black, but my cover's that. But I prefer the original. I think you've got the video, haven't you?
I've got the video. It's not in my list there, but I've got it there.
That really was a good cover. So let me get these out of the way. This isn't the original cover, but it's probably in my top 5 favourite covers of overall.
Maniac, yeah.
I just think that's fucking. I love that picture.
That's not our cover though. Our cover's just black.
No. Yeah. I think this was the. I think it was the American cover. I think. Yeah, because ours has just got the writing on.
Yeah, there's ours. Ours is black.
Yeah.
Ours is just black.
Another one I really liked, Visiting Hours.
Oh, yeah.
It's got the hospital, the tower block, and it's got the light.
I've got that one. Michael Ironside, good film.
The lights on, there's the skull. I thought it was quite good.
Yeah, the original's the white with the eyes coming through the knife coming through the curtain. That's the one. I've got the VHS though.
This is a good cover as well. That I really like. I'm just getting these out of the way because
Frank, same as what's on the VHS. Yeah.
This isn't the proper cover, but it's very similar to it. Very similar. It's a similar style, but it's slightly different than the original.
Yeah.
The other one, the other two actually, I really like. Final Exam. Yeah, I like. And the other one is I don't know why, because it's quite boring, but there's something about it. The original.
My Bloody Valentine, yeah.
About that.
They're all classics, aren't
they? I don't know why I like that one, because it is pretty boring, but there's something about it.
Yeah.
Just something about it. Yeah, that's it.
Right. I've got to throw shifting through a couple here, but I'm going to get to some other ones as well. Here we go. Got to put this one on. The original Dawn of the Dead. That's another one that really gripped me. When in the video shop, that was the first. After Halloween and Halloween 2, my sister's boyfriend at the time, have you seen Dawn of the Dead? I went, no. And he brought it down, and that's the cover I remember. I thought, oh my God. I thought it was like the greatest thing ever. That's still my most favourite zombie film. Dawn of the Dead.
It is mine.
Yeah.
Dawn, Night, Day.
Yeah.
Yeah, the cover I remember, which is the one I used to have, was the one with Stephen in the crosshairs.
In the crosshairs. That was the re-release. It was Cuts of Folk. I used to have that as well. And Small Mercy. I'll just blow through a couple of these because I've got loads here. So, The Howling. Classic cover.
I cover that. It's all right. It's all right.
The Howling. One of your favourites. Don't answer the phone. That is actually you. That is you. That is actually you on that cover. That is you.
When they get me takeaway order wrong.
I know, that's it. Or the postman delivers the wrong thing and you're out there strangling people with phone wires. So you got that one, and then I had to put this one in for you.
Basket case.
This was another one that I remember. You know, oh my word! And you mentioned this. Was it you that mentioned this to me? The original, the artwork, the original Creep Show.
Can't remember.
Yeah, you said you were. I think you said you were a good fan of the original. There it is. I just remembered because that reminded me of Skeletor from E-Man.
The Creepshow 2 is a good one as well.
It really is. It really is.
I couldn't be asked digging it out, but that's another good one. Creepshow 2. Man, I'd say I don't remember it in the video shop.
There used to be a huge poster as you walked up the steps when Reel to Reel moved upstairs. As you went, you had to go up the staircase to the video shop, and on the hallway, the staircase on the wall, he had posters all the way up. And at the top of the stairs, you were greeted with that Madman Mars. Woo! And there it was. So I always remember Madman Mars, and you were greeted at the top of the stairs with Madman. There he was. It's the goodness. And then obviously I remembered You've Got It Yourself.
Yeah, I don't remember him in the video shop.
So yeah, this in the video shop again. This again was another one that I thought there's a man on fire on that cover, and my dad ushering me past it all, you know. And then we watched this the other night. Me and Julie watched this again the other night. The original. Harry. Excellent film. And I like the remake as well. I thought the remake was pretty cool. So that's the original Introvision. But then Warner Brothers also released a pre-cert like they did with this. So there's that for a couple. We're just blasted through a couple there. Have you got anything else, Ant?
Yeah.
Come on then.
I've got 4 here. And yeah, I can remember this morning, and I forgot all about them until you mentioned them. But I'll show them all together, it'd be easier. See, I don't remember I've got it, obviously, as you know. I don't remember the pre-cert. This is the cover I remember. Was it 87 when this was re-released? So that's the cover.
That was when Friday the 13th Part 1 and 2 was re-released because they were banned. They were on Section 3, so they both got a big box release, and they changed the cover to her in the canoe, from her in the canoe to that one.
The other one is, so I don't remember Part 2 in the video shop, but Part 3.
Yeah, well, because of the video nasty app, Part 3 got delayed. Because Part 1 and 2 were already banned, Part 3, they never released it until about 87. You know, to like 87, 88, something like that.
Part 4.
Yeah.
Show this together because these were the first 2 I ever watched. Part 6.
Yeah.
A little story that goes with these. I remember seeing these in the video shop. I used to always go to them reading the backs. And I thought, oh no, I probably won't like it. Probably won't like them. I'll stick with me Halloween. And then it must have been about 91. A mate of mine in high school lent them me. So if Simon, if you're watching, thanks. Yeah, because I used to bring videos.
The obsession.
He used to bring videos in, and I'd borrow them. I'd bring so many, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I remember him saying, yeah, and I was like, oh, fucking hell, I remember seeing these in video shop, but I never watched them. I never rented them. Anyway, I took them home that day. I watched that when I got home, had a shower, watched that first, I think that about tea time. And then later on at night, I watched that. And ever since, it was like, fuck me. And then I watched them in order. But compared to like Halloween, Elm Street, and all others, I got into these really late. And just because I didn't like the sound of the back, because it doesn't really show much. They don't really show much. The backs, they're quite
minimal.
Minimal, yeah. I mean, So I was reading them. I was like, I might not like them. So then, like I said, go to Halloween or to pick something else up. And fuck me, was I wrong? But anyway, I remember them 4. I don't remember part 5 in the video shop until years later. The same with part 2. I didn't remember that till like years later. It was
I
only
think
till
part 1 and 2, 3, and 4. I think they all, and maybe part 5. I think they all got released in '87, the same year, because part 1 and 2 have been re-released. So obviously it was time to catch up.
Mm.
You know, in America they were released every year in the correct year, but we were always behind them about a year anyway. So by the time the Video Nasties actually got their act together and re-released Friday the 13th Part 1 and 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 had already been made, but they released 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Then we had to wait a little bit longer for 6, and then 7 and 8. You know what I mean? So moving on, we talked about this one. When a Stranger Calls, absolute class with a capital C. Have you checked that phone call that made him fucking funny as that?
People need to watch that just for the intro alone.
Oh, just the beginning is up there with any horror film ever made. It just knocks spots off the shit that's out today. And here we go. Here it is, matey. The one that I forgot with mixed up with the Texas Chainsaw Massacre.
Cool.
There it is. The thing that started the whole fucking thing off.
He's killing Cat Stevens.
He looked like the Yorkshire Ripper.
Yeah, it's my favourite killer, him.
Who, Cat Stevens?
Morning is broken.
Yeah, that one. And then this gets bounded around quite a bit. I've seen a few people showing this off, but Zombie Flesh Eaters. That was another classic cover. I remember looking at it thinking, I like the hand, the hand coming out of the floor. I thought, really cool. And let's just break away a second. This is another classic video cover that not many people will probably remember, only of a certain ilk. Well, this one. Death Race 2000. Sylvester Stallone's first film.
Yeah, David Carradine.
He was the boss, him. Just such a classic cover. Using the car to run people over. Absolute classic. Absolute classic film, that. Death Race 2000s, that's another one that I just found in the archives floating around. And then your favourite.
Not keen on the cover, though.
I always thought that was someone like Tom Jones singing. Every time I saw it in the video shop, I'm like, is that someone singing?
Tom Jones.
Honest to God. I thought it was Tom Jones. Fucking brilliant.
So there's another couple of good covers. Well, in fact, probably the first 3, Elm Streets 1, 2, and 3. I
almost put part 2 in, but I thought, because I've got quite a few, we're already 40 minutes in, and I've got a few more to do, and that's it. Because, like I said, I could be here for 3 weeks showing, but these are the ones that I remembered. You know what I mean? So, any more out there? Have you got any more?
No, I'm done. Like I said, I've not dug everything out.
No, well, I don't, because, like I said, we'll be here all day. So anyway, one of my favourite covers of all time out of all of them, move up a bit modern now, Day of the Dead. That cover, just loved it. It takes me back to the mid-'80s when it was first out, and I just loved it. I love the writing, the fonts, the yellow with the green. Loved it. I think this cover is the best cover they released. And this was the British poster, apparently.
I had the sell-through of it.
I would love a proper T-shirt like either with black with like the yellow and the green on, or a green T-shirt with that on. The darkest day of horror the world has ever known. Love that film. It's right up there for me with Dawn of the Dead. Love it.
My third favourite.
Feeling going back to a bit of boogie, a bit of disco. Yeah, you know the other one. You know a little bit of
Prom Night.
There it is. Look at that.
Embassy.
Yeah, they released a lot of good ones. You know,
I forgot all about it. It's a good pit, but I don't remember it in the video shop, so that's why I didn't think of it.
I remembered this one because I remember the Embassy logo. I went to rent Eye for an Eye, Chuck Norris, because Chuck Norris, Eye for an Eye was released by these, and so was The Fog. And yeah, I've got a couple of them up there, Final Exam and Road Games and that. So, but I wanted Chuck Norris and Eye for an Eye, and that because I just remembered the star on it. And when I looked, I saw that instead. I went, well, that's not Chuck Norris. Prom Night. Not bad. And again, Leslie Nielsen and Jamie Lee Curtis. Don't know what she's done now, but you know.
The best thing Leslie Nielsen ever did. Can't fucking stand him.
No, I'm not a big fan whatsoever. Not a big fan. And then obviously this was a classic cover back in the day. Robert Englund had a little bit part in that.
That was on list as well.
Oh, it was, yeah. It was a band, yeah. Really good film, though. Really good film.
You look at some of the shit they bring out today, and then you look back and you think, why the fuck have you banned that?
Yeah.
Or why have you cut that to pieces? Why have you done? You know what I mean? It's pathetic. Really is fucking stupid.
So, and then this one's just a classic. Christine. Absolute classic cover, Christine. Love Christine. To me, one of John Carpenter's better films, by far. But Christine, the cover, that was a nice poster. I remember Christine coming out. And then I've just bought an actual A1 poster for this from the other sitting room downstairs. Vamp with Grace Jones. Really, really cool film. Love Vamp. It's up there with Fright Night and Lost Boys, and Near Dark as well. Near Dark's a good vampire film. Did have Near Dark, but that got traded. But yeah, Vamp. And then the last one I'm going to show, because we got to cut it off. The last one I'm going to show. This was the very, very first Friday the 13th I ever bought for £10 back in the day. I'd seen it, and then the video shop was being bastards. But eventually they were selling this. They started selling different ones. You've already shown it, but the Final Chapter. That was the first Friday the 13th that I ever bought. The Final Chapter. It's CIC box. Absolutely, and still one of the better Fridays. By far, one of the better Fridays. That cover alone.
When I was a kid, and I seen that in the video shop, I used to think it was a potato.
Yeah. Someone, I had the poster, I had the movie poster, and I had it on my door. And when I was unraveling it, my sister goes, "That looks like a potato. Has somebody stabbed a potato?"
Yeah.
It's stupid.
I had the poster. There's a photo somewhere hovering around it in about mid-80s.
Yeah, poster. My dad. When I moved out, my dad saw fit to get rid of all my original movie posters that were still in my old bedroom. You know, rather than folding them up and saying, "Hey, son, would you like to take your old posters with you?" Oh, they all went down. All went in the bin. And 50% of my collection got traded to Blockbusters. Yeah, it's a sad state of affairs. Anyway, we hope you've enjoyed those VHS covers. They were our favourites. Well, going back from the day what I had all sorts of memories with. I've got tons more VHSs, which I didn't include, but these were the specific ones that that I remembered as a kid, and they were thought provoking, and they've stayed with me to this day. So I should have had my original Bruce Lee's from up there again in that, because they were the first things they ever collected, which I've still got. But this video's getting on, so people won't probably stay till the end anyway. But yeah,
Just going to say, if anyone has stayed till the end, don't forget, tomorrow night, Sunday, we're on Dan's Movie Cave channel. I think is it 2 o'clock? 2 o'clock.
Yeah, it's on Dan's live stream where guest host, God love him, he's requested some horror knowledge from the Masters of the Macabre. So we're going to be live with Eastwood Fan for Life, Bronson 101, Dan's Movie Cave, and me and Anthony will be joining them for some light entertainment and some quick questions about the horror genre and stuff. So we're looking forward to that. Thank you very much, Dan, again. We really appreciate it. So that's coming up on Sunday.
Yeah, the 22nd. Losing my dates now. And don't forget, everyone, the ticket's up for grabs for the love of horror.
And also, Anthony's up for grabs for the love of horror as well, because he's going to be signing autographs and giving away kisses. So you don't want to miss that. It's a chance for you to grab his beard. Right. Thanks very much for watching. Look at his face. Anthony, take us out of here.
Thanks again for watching, everyone, and be safe.
Be safe. Cheers, everybody.